What's going on, Libra? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the month of October 2024. So in this reading, Libra, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides for you, and so much more regarding October 2024. So before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading. So thank you very much for being here. I don't know what that's about, but we're just going with it. As always, if this reading does happen to resonate with you, we're not going to do this again, but please smash that like button. I just can't help it. But no, for real, if this reading resonates with you, Libra, smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. And if you are interested in getting your astrocartography chart done by yours truly, then click the link in the description box below. It will give you all the information for that. And if you want to join a high vibe community where you can learn more about your astrology chart, then join the Mystic Mastermind as well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this reading and see what the universe wants to tell you about October. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Libra. All right, Libra, real interesting energy that you got going on here, for sure. For many of you Libras out there, there's definitely a love situation that I feel is like a little bit unusual for you that's coming in, where some of you are going to be going back and forth, whether it's really toxic or whether it's something that you'll be able to maintain long term here, for sure. You know, I feel like I'm just speaking intuitively right now. For the single Libras, there's definitely a relationship coming in that, like, initially you're going to be like, this is not someone that I have unconditional love for. Like, we need to buff out those scratches. Like, you got some major problems, dude or girl, and like, this needs to change before we can be in a relationship. But then the universe is actually going to be like, Libra, are you sure about that right there? And you're going to be like, yeah, I'm sure about that. And then you're going to double down, and then you're going to start to realize that the universe may have other plans for you. But before we get into all that, let's go ahead and start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards from the universe. And these oracle cards contain the energy that you need more of, the energy that the universe wants you to embody for your own highest good, to get you ahead in October. You have the higher power here, okay? The higher power. And I just feel like there are a lot of beings, okay, or the universe at large, whatever you want to view it as, that have a vested interest in your success, in your progression, in your expansion, and in aiding and assisting you on your mission on planet Earth at this time in October 2024. There's definitely a feeling of heightened activity when it comes to you connecting with higher powers around you. Now, like, let me give you an example of what has allowed me to become more successful in my life. Is whenever something really good happens to me, or whenever something happens to me that my ego kind of wants to take the credit for, I call in my guides, I call in all the beings that have been helping me, and I say, hey, all of you, please, or if you just want to view it as one singularity, if that's what you do, and it's just God for you, that's cool. But you bring God in, you bring all your guides in, whatever it is for you, and you say, hey, take all the pride, just leave me the joy. And like, it's literally a thing that I do where I pump out all of the pride that I would have over an accomplishment, and I literally let it get pumped out of me to my guides. So I give them all the credit, and I just am left with the joy. And that's actually a technique to really help out with balanced forces, to keep yourself neutral, to remember that everything that you do in life is part of an ecosystem, including upper dimensional beings. And so it's a way to release sort of like excess weight and potential that can build up on you when you start taking credit for everything, where you're like, I manifested this because I put my mind to it and I'm so amazing. Meanwhile, a spirit guide literally had to blow up a Mack truck on the highway for you. If that's the case, in my case, it's a bald-headed African taking all the credit, jetted, astral traveling, but I still give them all the pride, you know what I mean? So it's like higher power. You have beings that are very, very interested in helping you succeed. But in order to do this, you're going to have to keep your vibration elevated, okay? Because I also feel like they're guiding you towards a relationship that somehow, for some of you, it's going to like mess with your reputation, okay, in some sort of way, or you're going to be in a relationship with someone who doesn't fit into your existing reputation, if that makes sense. That's what I feel here. And a lot of you like have learned a lesson that like the people that you've built relationships with in the past that were like good for your image and like this like superficiality may be like readjusting at this time. So that could be a lot of different things, but the next energy that you need more of is sacred garden. So I feel like the first thing is just like connecting to nature here, but there's something about the cause and effect, okay? So if you don't like your life right now, then you're going to have to start planting different seeds, is basically what I'm getting. What I get from this reading is that you've planted seeds long ago that have come to fruition and have reached their maximum sprout capacity. And right now you're really receiving, in October, you will be actually receiving the benefits of the seeds that you've planted. So that's something for you to look forward in October. I feel that strongly for you. But there's going to be that feeling coming up for you of, yeah, but is that really it? Yeah, but is this really all that there is? And what you're going to have to do is to start planting new seeds here. Okay, so it's kind of like as a man or as a woman thinketh, so is he, so is she. And realizing that your mind is a garden, but also planting seeds is very important for you. So like doing things that may not instantly manifest, that like do something today, do something every day that your future self will thank you for. That's what I feel like this garden card is about for you. But it's also about recognizing that seeds that you've already planted are now coming to fruition, but there's more to be added onto it. You're going to have to start trimming the privets. Some people have privets. You know, those like privets are like big bushes that like act as like a fence on like a big house property. I love privets. But anyway, you have be the light, okay? Be the light. And I just feel like this is you. Like the universe is telling you have a lot of support from the upper echelons of spirits here. So you want to keep your eyes wide open. You want to be filled with the heart. You want to be filled with light energy and be really awake to what's going on. I feel like this is not the time to just kind of like, let's just like drift off into space. No, it's like you have to be activated right now. So it's like about turning yourself from a reactive automaton person to an aware being who is responsible for their emotions, thoughts, and actions, okay? That way, you'll create your own destiny no matter what. I feel like this is about becoming an alchemist as well. Be the light. I just feel like no matter what gets thrown at you in October 2024, Libra, you have to realize that you're at the cause, not the effect. That's why Mystic Pause, got no self-respect. Rather post to pog. That's my ego protect. But then I give credit on astral project. Ooh. I'm sorry. Where? Okay. And anyway, you have in your opportunity for October 2024 is the Page of Swords. And this is about being like really vigilant. Like for some reason, it's reminding me of this Be the Light card. It's like almost like this waiting energy of like being very vigilant for something that can happen, because I do feel that there's definitely an unpredictable element when it comes to relationships in your life, and a lot of you are going to have a hard time with actually setting something right this is what I get from this, Libra. You're going to be getting more, your opportunities to get more information on someone, because for some of you, what I'm getting is that someone that you kind of like, it didn't work out with, is now coming back around, but it might be a different type of relationship than what you thought it would be. There's also something here about extreme unpredictability when it comes to your one-to-one relationships. And so this is really about just remaining vigilant and expecting change. Change is the only constant. And in October 2024 for you, you're going to have to remain really aware. Like, no matter what happens, okay, like, let's be aware of what's happening. There could be, this is about gathering details. You know, there could be important details that you're meant to really gather before deciding to invest in someone. But there's more so something here about, like, I feel like there was a relationship that went sideways sometime in 2024 for you, that this person is like meant to be a part of your legacy, but there's kind of a standoff, and I think that's actually changing. I think that both of you had to mature on your own, and now you're going to kind of be coming back together. So this can be like a work colleague that maybe something went wrong. This can be someone that you tried to date, something went wrong. There's something about something coming back together that's a key element of your legacy in a relational setting. But there's also, if you're a single Libra here, there's definitely something about new love coming in and it triggering your ego or your analytical sketch vibe, because your challenge is the Ace of Cups. So your opportunity is the Page of Swords, your challenge is the Ace of Cups. There's someone that you have so much love for here, I feel, in October 2024. Your heart just wants to hug them. You just want to give them a big hug. You just want to feel the heart expansion, but then your mind is like, wait, this person is kind of sketchy, yo. And they may remind you of an experience that you already went through. So for a lot of you, you're going to be healing your legacy, and there's definitely a new love situation coming into your life, but like I said, it's not going to be easy whatsoever, I feel. There's going to be triggers that there's going to be triggers that that cause you to push someone away. But really, that's not you being in your heart. So you have to be like a mix of analytically smart and also emotionally open, but not to the point where you're just allowing yourself to get like screwed over, if that makes sense. So yeah, for a lot of you, this is about something from the past a missed opportunity coming back on board, but it may be in a different way. Like, it's something, I'm getting a vibe of like, okay, like we tried to like do it in love, but now let's actually just be friends. And it's like difficult to do that, but like you're actually meant to do that. There's something about your legacy going sideways due to a lack of compassion and just having too strong of boundaries and thinking that it's so up to you. This is really what I get. Now, this is going to scare some of you, but you have the higher power card is what you need more of, right? And you have be the light. So I feel like the universe is sending you someone, or even multiple people in October 2024, Libra, that are meant to be in your life, that are going to actually really challenge you, and you're going to challenge each other. But if you just run on autopilot and you're just like an automaton, you're not even going to see this as an opportunity. You're literally just going to be like, oh no, that's not for me. No. And that's your ego. It's wait, excuse me, sorry, what is it? It's your ego. Ego. And you need to get out of the ego, because this person is meant to be in your life, but right now they don't fit well with my legacy. I'd rather be dating them than just friends with them. But what if that's the whole plan, to be friends, man? Or for some of you, I don't know. Your overall general energy is the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, and also the Queen of Cups in reverse. So yeah, the first thing that I get here is that there's some sort of unfinished business when it comes to your long-term goals or your legacy that you're going to be putting right here. There could be some sort of issue that comes up that rubs you the wrong way when it comes to, I get it relationally, honestly. This can be like someone that you're really close to is going to start to try to control your legacy. And you're going to be like, hey, I'm giving it up to the higher power to help me create this. And if you're not on board with that, then this is not going to work out. So for some of you, there's definitely a fall from grace when it comes to a loved one in your life, for sure. Okay? Because they don't fit with your legacy and they're trying to control it subconsciously, I feel, in a kind of a manipulative way. Which I don't know if you should do that, Libra. we're really gonna do that? And you're like, maybe I shouldn't do that. And it's like exactly the thing the higher power is calling you to do, but you're gonna listen to a Karen, basically. Like, you need to be really careful that you don't let a bunch of Karens talk you out of something that would actually benefit your long-term legacy and your heart. Because I feel like they're linked. Like, there's a weird feeling from this reading, Libra, that like your ego is going to want to attach to people that are giving you bullshit advice to make you feel better and respected. There's also something about like disrespect in this reading where I think that obviously if you feel disrespected, then you should honor that. But you need to be careful that you're not just like in your ego labeling something as blatant disrespect when it's actually part of like a higher plan to like help integrate your shadow. You know what I'm saying? I really feel that. And the part of why I say that is because like there's a lot of mixed feelings and ambiguous feelings when it comes to love and relationships are changing in your life. And I feel like there's a mature path opening up for you, but in what you don't see coming, you have the Devil, the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. So there's a relationship coming in for you, or an existing relationship that is very, you know, the Devil combined with the Two of Pentacles is like, could he be a devil? Could he be an angel? You know what I mean? I will love you in every lifetime. And so like, basically, I don't know, Libra. We're going to have to clarify this. All I can say is that there's definitely some toxicity coming up in your relationships relating to your legacy. I don't know. In your advice, though, it's pretty clear to me. Like, in your advice, you have the Queen of Swords, the Strength card, and the Emperor here. So this is really about using your logical mind to be strong and to overcome a situation here that is heavy. There could be an Emperor figure that you're connecting with here that is all part of this. It's all related to this, Libra. But you see how the Queen of Swords is pointing to the Strength card here. So there could be a Leo involved in this too. But honestly, like the overall vibe that this gives me is kind of like using the power of your mind to overcome the trappings of your ego and to do what is right and good and dignified. Like, you see how this person is closing the mouth of the lion? The lion in this card represents your lower self. This up here represents your higher self. And remember, the energy that you need more of is the higher power, right? So there's something here about you really having to, because there's something about maybe unconditional love being withheld from you at this time because it doesn't feel right for your ego. Like, for some of you, Libra, there's honestly this feeling of like a relationship that's gonna be really spicy and difficult to deal with, or there was already a relationship that was really spicy or difficult to deal with that I feel like it's absolutely meant to be in your life, but there's more so like I don't know, there's more so difficulties here where it's hard for you to redefine the relationship. I feel like for a lot of you, this is going to be about being able to maturely redefine relationships, you know, because like, just for example, like, I don't know, like I said in other readings, the Galactic Federation is here. I'm starting to think I might be part of it. And like, basically what I'm trying to say is that our ego can like really like use matrix definitions to box in certain relationships in our life, and I feel like you're being stretched to do something that might play with your emotions a little bit. Like, it might be difficult to go from like lover to friend, or like something like that, Libra. Okay, I know this reading is a little bit hectic, but I'm just doing my best here. Thank you. So let's go ahead and clarify that Nine of Wands right next to the Ten of Pentacles here. Your long-term goals can be changing. There can also be someone that you're being called to reconnect with that doesn't fit with your brand. Yeah. This is about like open-heartedness versus closed-heartedness. I'm telling you. Yeah, a lot of you are really closed down to a connection because maybe it didn't work out, but it's still meant to be around somehow, like in some way. I literally feel that. The Nine of and the Nine of Wands, before I show you what it's clarified by, like, look how it's just staring at that Ten of Pentacles. I feel like there's someone that you had to, you basically completely let go because you thought it was like going to be forever, happily ever after here. But for some of you, that's actually coming back on board, because the Nine of Wands is clarified by the King of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. So there's definitely unfinished business, could be with a fire sign for some of you, not all of you, that you really thought you were going to be like happily, like there was so much potential for it to be this like thing that your ego wanted it to be. And you have the Queen of Cups in reverse here, right, following all of this energy. So I feel like if it was like, if I can't have this relationship the way that I want it, I'm not going to have it at all. And this can be a friend, this can be a lover, this can be a family member, whoever it is. But then the universe this month is coming in like, yeah, but you were trying to date someone that from a higher level, like your starseed brothers and sisters. Like you literally got sent down from a ship and you literally tried to date your starseed sister. Because you were lost in the dream of being a human. So it's like there's a higher power like, hey, this, what you wanted it to be was never what it was going to be. So you can either get on board with what it could be, or you can just sit there like this all day. And you can talk to everyone about how much of a devil this person is, because it wasn't the way that I wanted, and I'm going to continue to stalk them, and I'm going to continue to feel upset. Or you can go like this and be like, you know what, let's take a deep breath. I'm the creator of my reality. No one is... A human being is a pin drop of a thing. A human being is this. Take it, foo. But then sometimes it's a boomerang. It comes back. I wish that I could actually make it come back. But imagine it just came back like, hape. Hape. It came back. There's a boomerang coming back. It's not going to be the same as you wanted it to be. It's going to be frustrating, but it's coming back, and there is still feelings involved, so I don't blame you for this emotional wreck, my dear. But I'm just saying that Austin Reed backwards is Nitsu a deer. Nitsu a deer has no fear. Neither does Austin Reed. I'm really sorry. I don't know. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups in your challenge. Could be like opening up your heart again to something that went south. I really do feel like there's you have unfinished business with someone who's meant to be part of your legacy that you basically cast out because they didn't give you everything, or it didn't go the way that your mind wanted it to go. And now this is coming in like a higher power. Like literally some of you tried to date your starseed sister, cousin, and like from like a higher level. This is like a reading for the elite starseed. It's not going to resonate with everyone, but for some of you, you literally got like shot off into earth, and like you're trying to like screw your cousin, but not your literal cousin, but like starseed cousin, so that you wonder why it didn't work out, okay, the way that you wanted it to. So I need some clear quartz right now. Take that energy, take that, take that, take that, take that, take oh my gosh, I'm so horrific. All right. So now let's clarify that Ace of Cups. I feel like I'm already clarifying it, but... Five of Wands. Yeah, this could be like someone that, I don't know. Five of Wands, King of Cups, Ace of Swords. This could be someone that it's tough to see them like with someone else. It's hard for you to like see them with someone else is what I feel. This could also be someone with you when you decide to redefine the relationship. It could be, I feel like it's a situation that it's hard for, so maybe you were already with this person. For a lot of you, you were. But now you're coming back into each other's lives in more of like a mature kind of like legacy purpose, to where it's not just like love, and it's not like it's not my like happily ever after. So I think there's this element of like, it's like the vibe of like people got divorced and then like they go on like double dates with their new partners, and there's that like thing that's still there. So I feel like you just know that the universe is calling you to reconnect with someone that you still kind of, or it's warning you that they still have feelings for you or you still have feelings for them. But ultimately, you need to realize that you're freaking starseed cousins. That's really what I get. This is just like disgusting. So anyway, no, it's not. But anyway, yes, it is. But anyway, F this reality. So let's clarify that strength card. Like, how is this all going to work together? We'll just call in the freaking Galactics. The way I said that, I don't know why that was so funny. I mean, look, the strength card is clarified by the High Priestess and the Death card. So, yeah, this is a spiritual transformation for you. It is. You need to really listen to your intuition, to what you need to integrate. Reverse way on the interstate, integrate all day. This is like one of my worst readings ever, but I got the point across here, okay? So, basically, use your intuition to mature. Like, this is definitely a reading about getting your ego out of the way and allowing the universe to create situations that may contain tension, but will actually ultimately get you to where you want to go in life. So that's what I got for you, Libra. It's a very interesting reading. It's about fixing your legacy, dissolving toxic situations by becoming a little bit more mature, and navigating through very human experiences to integrate our higher selves with that. And that's what I got. You got this.